sound.
SFX.
Oh. For those not in the know, special effects.
Special effects. So, and again, we need to credit Emma for this. Emma Galton said, I'm not the kind of audiobook listener that, unless the voice is riveting, and she chose a riveting voice for her ear, I get bored. She said, I need to hear things happening in the book. So if this is my book, I want special effects. I want trains, I want steam trains, I want music from the period, I want bombs falling, I want, crackly newsreels and radio, stuff in the background. And we sat down and had a production meeting with the audio engineer and Emma and went, okay, how's this going to work? First of all, we can do anything, basically, as long as you've got the money. And I'm just using Marty's words. He's going, well, I can do anything for you. I can put a sound effect in each sentence, literally. I can make the whole thing like a radio play if you want. But there were two questions, and these are the things that I learned from Marty, are you producing a radio play? Are you producing a script? Or are you producing an audiobook? So how many sound effects can you have or music effects can you have and it's still an audiobook? It's still the book that you wrote. And then how distracting is it? So that's the teasing point, because this is definitely a book. It's not a script.
But I suppose it's a hybrid landscape.
It's a hybrid landscape.
We're certainly agile and we're happy to go with the flow.
Yeah.
And if it's what the author wants,
yeah,
it doesn't matter in terms of labeling what it neatly fits into. It's bringing to life the story that the author wants.
And yet there was that tipping point that we did discuss quite deeply, which is we want enough sound in an audiobook, which is classified as an audiobook, that we make it, that it enhances the story and does not veer off into tiring the ear. Because if a person is buying a book, they're buying the book experience.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. I think we're still teasing out that landscape, but Emma is totally on board. She's amazing. Yeah. So she's actually finding the kind of sounds that she wants and going through the book. And we are doing that. I'm just going to be so interested to see Emma's book come to life.
It's almost, in a way, you get some of those books and you get to a page where it's like there's a rough bit of paper to touch, or there's like a nice furry thing for a pull out. There's a flat to lift up. Like this is
or a little 3D thing that happens.
This is the audio version of that, like the pushing it.
Yeah, it is, and we're very willing, and we've got the team to be able to do that. And then we had an appointment with a person who actually didn't have a book, but had a television script that he had created. And he wanted because everything is dialogue virtually, he wanted the whole thing completely, I don't know how to say it, like completely ear focused. So you're listening to the dialogue, but you're also listening to people walking across the floor. People,
very much radio play.
Very radio play.
Yeah.
So you're turning a television script into a radio play and making it a rich oral experience. And yes, we can do that. A little bit of a thing though is that this fellow really wanted to sell this on Audible. Just be aware, and it's not a big, hurdle. You have to have a Kindle version at least of the same work in order for something to become an audiobook. We can do that. The script, we can certainly turn it into an audio into a Kindle version. We've got the layout methodology and we're able to deliver it so that it can come out, and there's a kind of copyright thing that goes on because an audiobook needs to, something that's sold on Audible and other platforms like Kobo and Google Books and Apple Books and Spotify, needs to be a replicant of the print or digital version of the book. That I don't know why, but that's just the rules as they are. So we can definitely do that. That's not a problem. But you just need to know it.
We've learned a lot of rules along this.
Yeah, we've learned a lot of rules.